welcome to the Smoke and Mirrors podcast, your destination for the latest in movie news and reviews. We're your hosts, Rob, Dave, and Triz, and today we give you our unfiltered review of the Liam Neeson actioner Retribution. Shout out to Studio Canal for the invite. Thank you very much. So today we'll go through whether or not this film has a certain set of skill sets that makes it hard for people like us. Whether or not you should lay down that fat cash and take the fucking elephant, or whether or not it's bullshit. Now let's start the show. How we living there, fellas?
Yeah, good, man. Good.
Yeah, this has gone real good. Take the fucking elephant. Fucking hell, that line gets me every
It makes me
time.
laugh every time.
Oh,
It's
man.
scary as hell, that scene, though. When I think about it.
The tonal change?
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's also the Raimi-isms that he throws in, because, like, he immerses you in the fucking horror of that moment with the close-ups and the, like, he's pushing in and pulling out pause at the same time.
Yeah.
And it's just like...
But it's so, like, the literally the scene before that is so nice, and
yeah,
they're in the fair and everything. They're having
finding
fun.
their groove again.
Yeah, I was catching that vibe, son.
Yeah, when you think about it, it's like the difference in Commando, how he's all loving with Jenny, and then he goes straight to action, but this is like turned all the way up to fucking 11 on both sides.
It is that scene in Commando, you know, when he's like, when she's behind him, creeping up, and he's like,
Jenny!
I love the... What's in this? Don't even want to know.
You know what? I love the fucking ice cream scene.
Oh,
and then she's like, puts it in his face, pause, and she's like,
you know that like just deep down wanted to go full T800. Like, you know, he just wanted to put those fucking lamps on me.
How you living there, Vado?
All right, man. I was in Para today. Fucking hell, man. How did we go from like 36 degrees? I was just like walking. I was going to the station today. It was nice. It was warm. And then it comes out for lunch and it's just fucking breezy and cold.
Yeah, man.
Fuck, it was cuck. Didn't have a jacket or nothing today. God damn it. It's like a damn, what's his face, DiCaprio meme. Just with me.
Also, for anyone that hasn't subscribed already, hit that subscribe button. Get us into them spaces. We're on the road to 1,000, baby, and we got 173, being number 174. Be somebody.
What did I hear? I heard some chick say, like it if you like it, because you liked it. Some shit like that.
Yeah, I don't know.
Some bullshit.
we crowed.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
All right. Moving into this, so we got that synopsis. So Matt Turner lives a busy life as an investment banker, taking his children and wife for granted until one day is presented a problem, not one that a banker can solve. There's a bomb in the car, and he must adhere to the creator's wishes to survive the day. His stock is his children, and he's invested to make sure they don't go down with him.
He was driving them to school. Pop quiz hot shot.
So we have Liam Neeson as Matt Turner. We have M. Beth Davids as Heather Turner. We also have Matthew Modine as Anders Mullers. Arian Moayed as Sylvain. Lily Aspel as Emily Turner. Jack Champion as Zach Turner. And Noma Demuswani as Angela Brinkman.
All right. So technical breakdown runs 131 minutes. It's 91 minutes for all you savages out there. It's in 2.39 by 1. They use ARRI Alexa, LF, Scorpio, full frame anamorphic lenses. The Alexa Mini and Scorpio full frame anamorphic lenses. So they used an actual laboratory as well. So it looks like they did shoot on film. It looks like they used the German crew as well, which is great because they were shooting in Germany. Yeah, nothing about audio. I didn't see if it was in Atmos or anything. Couldn't see any of that stuff. But yeah.
Sick of these O's not updating their fucking IMDb page. Yeah, the studios.
Do
Fuck's
IMDb
sake.
have people working for them? Is that why they ask you for that fucking subscription?
They're Amazon affiliated. Of course they're not going to be up your ass every other time.
Shit, they are too.
Yeah,
There is no excuse for them not to have that shit updated. Then.
exactly.
Somebody needs to get fired.
If Bezos is on top of them factory workers, he should be on top of these motherfuckers too.
Fucking hell.
Come on. IMDb somebody.
All right. Question everyone's been waiting for. Is it worth the price of admission? Is it worth the value of your time and money? I say no. I think for a movie this brief, the plot has been done and executed brilliantly in other movies, and this movie it doesn't get there all the way. I don't think this is the one to sort of go out there and go, here's my $23, here's my $30. That shit adds up with snacks. You know what I mean?
It's at least $100.
Yeah.
No, I don't think you should pay to go watch this movie. It's
Yeah, I'm the same. I think if you want to watch this movie, you wait for it to be in the 99-cent bin at your local JB.
Maybe VOD it. Maybe rent it. Give it a rent.
I was
Give
going
it
to
a
say
rent on
that.
VOD. That'd be nice. Little $5. A little $5 hollow. Like,
Yeah.
who cares about that? Got 2 days to watch it. Don't watch the credits, and you can rewind that bitch and start watching again.
I don't know who'd do that. There's some filthy-o that would do that. But yeah.
Fuck do you mean? All three of us watched the what's his face? What's it called? The Eric Bana.
The Dry.
The Dry. All three of us watched it.
We did too. Fuck, doesn't that come out soon?
Yes.
Nah, they pushed it back to next year.
No, they didn't. Bastards.
Yeah. But yeah, this would play perfectly as a movie of the week or something. Like a TV movie. It feels like it has like that dual kind of vibe to it.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you really are just barking up death's door, and they will like give us one movie that you would watch, and if we like it, you'll live, and you really just want to be out, this is the movie you play.
Barking up death's door. That's fucking wild. All right. Let's get into what worked in the movie there.
All right. So, I'm sorry. The only thing I had for this movie was that the explosions in this movie actually looked fucking incredible. I'm going to be honest. And they felt really satisfying to look at. With the impact and everything. Like, I thought they were pretty cool.
Yeah. And it kicks off with a fucking... Very nice.
Say it. Say it. Say it with a bang, goddammit.
They did the Watchmen intro.
Watchmen was very entertaining. I didn't know what was happening. They didn't set the precedent with this. It just like the O just was sitting there.
It was I keep forgetting the movie, but it starts off with someone working on something like that. It's an old 90s movie.
Fuck.
And it made me think of that.
Blown away. Anyway.
For me, yeah, as a technical sort of movie, which it was, lots of different camera moves with the cars and everything. It would have been an extremely technical movie, practically driving that car through the streets of Germany. It looks like it was shot mostly on location, which was really, really good. The editing as well, the Nimrod Antal sort of okays was great because he kind of kept you moving location to location. And Harry Gregson Williams' score, even though he bit a large chunk out of Ludwig Göransson's Tenet score, I think it was fitting.
For me, it's Neeson playing a age what's the word? Age correct character. You know what I mean? He's believable as an older banker. He's, moved his family across, across the pond and to Germany, and they're living abroad and they're studying there, and he's got hundreds and thousands of euros to spend on a nice shiny new Mercedes, and what's his face? He's done quite well for himself, and you can only really do that when you're of age. So that was good. Liam Neeson doesn't hand-to-hand fight anyone, even though you see him. What's his face? Punching the bag there. He's getting his give the paws a little workout there. Pause. What's his face? But yeah, that was good. Not seeing that. I think that's overdone now. We all know that you can fight, Mr. Neeson.
I don't know. It's like his greatest hits, like pardon the pun, but like he's got to show you got something. I think that's what that little bit was about. I still have them hands.
Just keep them on tuck. You know what I mean? Just in case.
Every time I think of Neeson like throwing hands, I think of that first Taken when he's like all fucked up on that boat, and then he jumps down them stairs and swings off and double kicks that guy.
Neeson surprised everyone with that movie. I think Taken kind of fucked with his career after that. Every movie was the Taken clone. He had to be the lone gun, the lone wolf. Even in The Grey, he was the lone wolf.
Literally.
And he had to punch that. Alpha. And he punched that fucking wolf to death as well.
What do you call it? Do you reckon Neeson was the reprisal of old man action movies with Taken?
Nah, that was my man. That was the Stallion.
Was Expendables before Taken?
Yeah, Expendables was before. Yeah, Expendables came out, I think, nearly the same year. I think.
You know what? Yeah, I think so. I think Taken was 2010, and then Expendables was 2009. I was still in high school when Expendables came out.
Oh, actually, maybe not. Maybe Taken did come out first.
So I feel like Taken
2010 was the first Expendables.
2008 was Taken.
Yeah. Because remember, you got to think about the what's his face, the eras, and that era was the French action slick Luc Besson bloody transporter movies.
Yeah,
and then we got real action after that.
Yeah, I mean, during that time, you could also argue that Heat, which is like crime drama, even, but that was still kind of old man.
It didn't change until we got The Raid, our action style. When you think about it, nothing changed.
Those camera angles and that,
the greatest. It fucking woke everybody up. Hey,
it really did.
Do this. This is how a fight scene's supposed to look. Because Bourne fucked everything up for us.
Yeah, it did. All right, let's get into what didn't work. Big Dog.
Yeah, for me it was the script, to be honest. So there was a lot of moments in this movie where there was such a logical explanation for how to work out the situation, but they chose to still sort of stick to that narrative of with someone asking what's going on, and then Liam Neeson muting the motherfucker on the phone, but then still not speaking the fucking truth as well, and keeping it very vague and shit like that. And I was like, just say the fucking words, man. You put him on mute for a reason. Spill them beans. Fucking just take a fucking second to sort your shit out.
Yeah. Fucking oath, man. That was frustrating. Some of those bits. I think that's the thing that got me. Is some of the conversations and whatnot that he was having was just fucking frustrating. And it wasn't the conversation itself. It was the way that he was having it. That O's is just fucking spit it out.
Yeah.
Get it fucking moving. I can't do this. You're Liam fucking Neeson. This is what I signed up for.
This guy
For
makes
me-
$1 billion deals every fucking day, as if he couldn't do this.
Yeah.
You literally, you've got your greatest weapon at hand, which is your mind and your voice and your mouth. Pause.
Yeah.
Like you
yeah.
should be using it. Like you should be able to like turn that shit on, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, well, he was negotiating with that guy in the start, and you think that would be a pivotal plot point for the rest of the fucking
Oh,
movie.
no.
How long have we known each other? How many times have I led you astray? He finessed that O. He finessed
Fuck
that O
Oh,
well.
Yeah.
100%.
But like then they just throw all that out the window. I suppose like he is rattled, he's out of his element, he's he's literally got a fucking bomb strapped to his chair. Like he wouldn't act what's his face, but he would be able to deal with the pressure of that situation.
Yeah.
Yeah, but how much reality do you let seep into a movie like this?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like how grounded do you want to let it be before you're able to drive a car off the side of the bridge and just let the O fall out?
I know.
Dumb shit.
How
Oh,
unhinged
man.
do you gotta be for this fucking shit?
Fucking hell. For me, the things that didn't work, to have Aryan Mawayed, Stewie from fucking Succession in here for a cool 45 seconds, doing the most
worst hair I've ever seen.
badly. I don't know what that was. He had
They
like a
took
little
that
fucking
away.
MJ curl coming off the
It was like
front
he was
there.
trying to be the weekend in this bitch.
Yeah.
He was the weekday.
Yeah.
And was that just a hooker that he had up in his car? Like some
Yeah.
random chick?
Talking about having a family and all this other bullshit.
Yeah, and then hook it up with a chick that didn't even speak like his language. Like
Yeah.
she didn't know what. How would she know the requests then? Anyways,
Even though he could talk to the fucking cop in fucking German.
yeah,
No,
yeah,
That's
yeah.
just dumb shit. That's just bad scripting.
It really was. And to have him in there, and then that car explode, and it was just like, okay, shit's getting real here.
Hmm.
But having him, like, why would you waste money on that? Unless this was shot like 6-7 years ago before he even had a role and did a thing.
Yeah.
Like this was the throw him a bone role. Come to Germany, sure. I'll come all the way over there and come do this cameo.
Yeah.
Besides that, those fucking kids were annoying. I tolerated Jack Champion in Avatar 2, but Spider in this movie, I just wanted to squish the O.
Oh shit, that is Spider.
I could not stomach him. Those kids' relationship. I was like, you O's have just been entitled your whole life. You
Yeah.
haven't fucking ever been told to shut the fuck up. I swear, Neeson should have taken that belt off and gone buckwild, like no looks, like fucking wild, crazy swings.
Too much, B. Then you got to put the belt back on and everything. A little punch in the throat, B. That's all it takes.
As
a little
if that
punch
O
in the
could-
throat or a little smack in the face. If he
That
would
O
have
couldn't reach.
If he would have smacked that O in the face, nah, just at the door, like at the start, where he like hurt his sister's
Oh
finger.
yeah.
Little smack in the face there. Sort all that shit out.
You know that I would have ran crying.
You know what?
Then the belt comes off.
That's got the fucking immigrant playbook happening.
No, never run. Don't ever run.
Yeah. Because they stalk as well. They're like Michael Myers with a belt.
Yeah. Then those fuckers want to turn into elephants and never forget.
This movie could have still been called Retribution, and it could have just been in 90 minutes of Liam Neeson beating these fucking kids.
Jeez.
Wow. The passion of
Badly.
it.
More passion. More passion.
I also felt like it was very convenient that his missus was trying to get a divorce, and all these things were sort of coming together at the one time on
Mm.
this one specific day. That it's like the worst day ever for the Zoe.
Mm.
Matt Turner had a fucking shocking day.
Isn't it funny that his wife literally had everything? She's living abroad in another country. She's got money. She's got kids. The kids are at school. She can do whatever the fuck she wants. But it still wasn't enough for her?
She working as well?
No. SAHM.
Stay at home mom.
Yeah.
You know, that's not everything to women.
Sorry?
I said, that's not everything to women.
I didn't say it was. She literally had everything, though. She had everything.
Yeah.
B. Shut the fuck up. Play your fucking position. Spend this fucking money. We're trying to build something now.
I don't think that O had liquid like that, though.
Well, then they're both still grinding. Why the fuck is she still at home then? Give
But
him
the
a
what-
hand. Both those kids are at fucking school.
I could see why she didn't want to stay in the marriage, but she never said anything. That's the thing that cucked me out. If your man isn't home, if your partner isn't home, and you say, hey, I'd like you home more because this is a family we're trying to raise that shit. You know what I mean? Say something. But
No,
if you're going
because then...
straight to the divorce lawyers,
No.
that's
Of course,
fucked up.
Of course they're going to go. They're incentivized to fucking go. They're incentivized to fucking go to the divorce lawyers. Because then she can literally have her cake and eat it the fuck too. I'm going to take half your fucking shit and I'm going to take your fucking kids and you're going to have to fuck off. That's what it is.
Where
It's
is that coming from?
What do you mean? It's all incentivized.
From
That's what it
who?
is.
Who's that incentivized from?
Who's it incentivized by?
Yeah.
The government. Our government does that.
I know
Look at
of
the
more
family court
relationships
laws.
where, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I know of more co-parenting relationships that work better as co-parenting relationships without what's the payment that the father makes, or the
Child
other
Child
partner
support,
makes? Child
alimony?
support payments. Yeah,
Alimony. Don't get me started on fucking alimony.
we grew up in a child supportless single parent marriage
Hmm.
without the courts.
Yeah.
True.
And we're better for it, yeah? Because we didn't have someone that was fucking vindictive and wanted to take all that shit. That's the difference. You're talking about fucking fairy tale, fucking great fucking relationships where you both figured out, hey, we're not great together, but we're better apart.
Well,
You
they're
don't
not
have
fairy
one
tales.
party that's fucking vindictive and wants to take all that shit.
They're not fairy tales because I know of more than the ones that have gone through the court system.
Mm.
And that is all American shit too. That's the thing that cucks me out. Is that all of the American drama is like this is on a fucking worldwide scale.
Yeah. I got two mates now who are both like they're in co-parenting situations outside of the court. Both of them, one of them's it's been shit, how old is he now? He's like 7 years old. They seem to work out pretty well, which is good. But yeah, the other one's still
When that shit goes
new.
bad, B. Can you imagine someone telling you, nah, I'm not going to let you see your kids this weekend or this week? Can you imagine?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd burn that fucking house down.
Yeah. That should be rough. I think that's when people just really need to get clued up on what is legally, what's legal and illegal, I should say, when it comes
It's
to
also
that
the
shit.
communication. It's the
Well,
communication
the
fucking
first thing
big
that they
time.
do in the US is they send them to counseling. The judge asks them, do you want to go to counseling? To see if you guys can sort this out first.
Yeah. If you're married here, it's compulsory you have to go to counseling before you seek divorce.
Fucking
Stuff.
oath, that's the way it should be.
Mm.
Because there's too many O's that got married, especially in our age bracket. They got married straight out of high school.
Too young.
2 years later. Not even 2 years sometimes. Like sometimes these O's was married for 9 months and then straight away divorced.
Yeah,
How you divorced at 20, dog?
No.
Yeah.
Because that's dumb shit.
That is wild. But then, like you were saying about being incentivized, like not to fucking harp on this shit, but there's shows out there to push people to either get married or like find love internationally. 90 Day Fiance, as well as there's a show called The Ultimatum, where people will fucking give ultimatums to their partner, and it's like, hey, you either marry me or we call it splits here. And the whole part of that show is them being like, all right, so there's fucking 5 or 6 of these couples that have, like, one of them has delivered an ultimatum to the other, and then they split them up for the time, and then they have to date around the groups of other people who received ultimatums as well.
That's fucking disgusting.
Can you imagine how fucking angry I would get if it was like fucking I got given an ultimatum or vice versa, and then I have to see my partner date someone else in front of me? I would lose my fucking mind.
They're just creating drama then.
Yeah.
They're manufacturing it. But for me, that's a quick show. That's a 5-minute show. They wouldn't be able to get like commercials off of nothing in that bitch. Like absolutely nothing. I'm sorry. Their fucking credits would be longer than this fucking show.
100%.
It'd literally just be like, well, get the fuck out.
And right there and then, David decided to end the
The ultimatum was no.
Yeah. It was a massive fuck no.
They don't even bleep the fuck.
They'd have to put it on late at night.
Yes.
5-minute show later.
Fuck, that's actually a mad idea. Better trademark that shit. Just 5-minute ultimatums and then just air it at fucking 10 p.m. every night.
You'd only want to see the ultimatums that went bad, though.
Yeah.
Fucking oath.
Yeah. You would have a lot of men that would be like, okay, I'll stay. You'd get 90%. 90% of men would do that.
100%.
90%. I reckon 90%.
Out of, because there's 2 seasons of this shit on Netflix. Out of all the couples, I think about 3 of them was the man giving the woman an ultimatum.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a wild world to live in.
Yeah.
God, I don't give ultimatums. I don't know.
It's stupid to do that.
You
Yeah.
gotta be in a real
ultimatums.
fucking Sith Lord. you gotta be a wild O to fucking throw the ultimatum out. And the relationship has got to be like fucking rock bottom relationship.
Yeah. Like you were saying then, that means that those two aren't fucking talking, B. Either of them have no fucking idea about each other.
Yeah.
They do not talk to each other.
Yeah. And it's just years and years of not doing what you're going to say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just fucking resentment. That's all it is.
Yeah.
Fuck. And you know, that's the work in a relationship, is working through the resentment. And getting to a place where you can actually trust her.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's wild as well.
It's just dumb shit.
Well,
That's talk, man. Talk. It's not that hard.
It's like
Talk.
it's the natural killer of a lot of relationships is fucking complacency. Because you go from being like, you know, going through the honeymoon phase where you're going on dates and laughing, ha ha ha, I love you and all this shit, to just sitting in a house on the opposite ends of it and texting each other. That shit is crazy.
Like a big middle seat open. It's terrible.
You know that I was doing if anyone walks into the house, doing the over the fucking head eyebrows and eye like fucking lobs.
I hate that. I hate that.
Why are you in
big
here?
pussy if you do that. Straight up. Like, if I ever see you do that shit, don't ever do that shit to me. Don't live in the house then. Like, I'm going. Because that what's his face is just like, it'd just be the worst atmosphere to be in, period.
100%.
Badly.
And that,
Be to that fucking house?
yeah. I'm gonna go live my fucking life and have some fun. Y'all sort this
Badly.
shit out.
Are you tiptoeing through the fucking house? pissing on the side of the bowl.
It's either that or you gotta fuck with them and just sabotage some shit to bring them together. Fuck no. You gotta hit them with the sabotage beat.
Disney works it, man. Disney knows how to do it.
Fuck
It's just
no.
dumb shit. Fucking talk.
Wait, I don't know how we went on that fucking tangent.
Divorce court podcast.
Fucking hell. It was probably like, I didn't sign up for this.
This is getting too real.
Just see comments just like, you saved my marriage.
Fucking hell. Oh, fucking wipes his eyes and turns around to his woman. Oh, shit. Fuck. Shit. What are you there, Bado? What was you hating on in the movie?
Me, it was the wife. And the Cologne police. I'm sorry, but if Liam Neeson could do that to the police, the fuck is Toretto gonna do? Seriously. There'd be a fucking blank spot on that fucking map if Toretto came to Cologne. Like, seriously. That was just they weren't even organized.
Nah, not at all.
And the what's his face, the villain. That's what I hated the most. For me, that was the worst part of this because I called that shit as soon as that O was like, what's her name? So I can get it in properly. Tell Heather I said hello. Like, I was like, all right. I understand this. I wish for me, what I would have loved is because she was setting up the divorce and everything, and like he added like maybe an ironclad fucking prenup or some bullshit. Like she was the one that was doing all this shit.
That's what I thought initially.
Yeah.
It was her. Yeah. She was out of the picture for long enough and whatnot, but then the O was talking at the same time, giving instructions as she was walking through, and I was like, couldn't be her.
Maybe that
Then
bitch was on two phones Jones, you know what I mean?
But what if she was doing Modine?
Yeah, well that's the thing. They should have set this shit up.
Then at the end of the movie, does she just take him back? She just took him back after the traumatic incident.
Oh yeah, that marriage is done in 2 years. 2 years is finished.
I don't know if I'm stepping back into that relationship knowing that you're willing to divorce me without talking to me.
Oh, I'm going to the divorce courts the next day, my friend.
Let's do the reverse. They can't reverse.
Fucking earth, no reverse cards. They can't touch my 208 million euros. It's liquid. It's liquid now. I'm leaving something.
Fuck.
You know, honestly, I was kind of hoping it was the police chief.
Man, that police chief was pussy.
Yeah.
She was straight bonds, that police chief.
She gave him
we can't stop the phones right now. Why was that police chief fucking English as well? Like, seriously.
Yeah. I don't know. They just imported everyone into the fucking into the city of fucking Cologne. But she seemed like she trusted him, and then sent the fucking officers ready to run this off the fucking road.
Like, no, just like, hey, hold back. He's probably gonna, like, you know, usually in that situation, like we do over here, we do not chase. We'll keep a distance. We don't try to attack you like they did with the cars. Like, I don't know what's going on there. That's a wild situation they got running over there. Jesus.
All right.
But yeah.
What was the moment you realized you either liked or hated the movie?
So for me, it's easy. It's as soon as I heard Modine say that, and I knew he was the villain, I was like,
he's just He's a slimy fuck. Like, every time I see him, like,
Yeah.
he's up to no good. Like, you know that face.
He was
Fuck.
branded as a pussy in what's his face? Dark Knight
Rises?
already.
Yeah.
That's why.
Would have been R-rated if my scene was in there. Fuck off, mate.
When he explodes to fucking pieces on the cobbles.
No, but even before then, for me, because that O was too pussy to put on his fucking blues and go out with them O's, like that was going to go fight the war. You know what I mean? What's his face run down the street screaming fucking Bane and them's coming? Paul Revere. You know what I mean? And that O couldn't step up?
You know,
Pussy.
even more so that this O had to show out when he came out and put on his proper uniform too.
Put on the tactical at least, you know what
I
I mean?
know.
Put a vest on, man.
How are you going to fight in your dining gear? Had the white gloves on like Mickey Mouse as well. What a fucking
Did
chump.
have the fucking gloves on.
Yeah, he did. It's like Mike out there.
Yeah.
Fuck.
For me, it was that they were trying to give Liam Neeson a lot of vulnerable scenes in this film, and I felt like he just didn't nail it at all. Like, I just didn't feel it. It just felt really forced.
Yeah.
And as soon as they had the first one where you see him like well up, I was like, I fucking hate this movie.
Fucking hell.
You know what I don't get? Like, why would he not? Like, he didn't say that he couldn't tell his kids. You know what I mean? Like, why would he not just turn around and say, that unknown caller has put a bomb in the car. If you look under the seat, you can probably see it. You need to stay in the fucking car, shut the fuck up. I'm gonna try to defuse this shit. You know what I mean? Like,
Exactly.
be that firm father that the Moes needed. Pause.
Yeah. That just didn't nut up. For me, it's also when Modine slipped the mask off.
Yeah.
And I knew it was going to be Modine.
Yeah.
I knew that they weren't, because there was no one else in the cast list either. And then I was just like, then it's Modine.
Yeah.
It has to be.
In
And
my
then when he
mind, all I said was, here we go.
Yeah. I was just like, I fucking knew it.
Yeah.
You know what? Actually, I fucking died in the cinema when I saw you, Dave, because as soon as you took the mask off, I saw your hands like...
Yeah.
And 3, 2, 1, Modine.
There he is.
Modini appearing again.
Kind of wish he got shot in the car now. He just got blood.
You must...
I know. I can't.
I thought that's... Did he put blanks in the gun, or did he know
I reckon
that Turner just didn't have these fucking vitamins?
I reckon he would have had to. For some reason, the man had cuts on his face. God knows why, unless he was actually in that car when it exploded.
That's what he said. That's what he said. He said, "I put too much explosive in there." That's why he fucking had the burns.
Like, wouldn't he get out? Like, just get out of the car or something?
Fucking hell.
Also, how the fuck was he talking to Matt while still not showing any sign of, like, having the neck piece or anything when he was in that car? Like, does that mean he had an accomplice that we just don't know about?
Ooh, imagine that was the wife.
Yeah, that's when it should have been the wife.
The post-credits just revealed that? That it was the wife the whole fucking time?
Maybe he's got one of them, like, dual SIM scumbag phones, you know what I mean? Switching in between.
He would have to
Fucking
mute
burn a
so
bling.
fucking quick.
Pull
the trigger. Don't do it, Matt. Pull it.
One.
Fucking hell. That obviously has kids as well because he was counting down. You have 10 seconds. 10, 9.
10 seconds to comply.
Second time in 2 weeks a Robocop has showed up.
Fucking earth, it's like
I was
Kona.
gonna watch that. I just want to watch that documentary.
Is it out?
I think it's dropping soon. They keep dropping shit.
One of the like the kid. Can you imagine being 6 years old and watching?
That was some good watching.
Oh man,
Fuck, that was some good watching.
I still want that shirt. It's just the shirt that says, "Do you remember the time when RoboCop shot that guy in the dick?" Like, it's just all black and it just says it in white lettering.
Fuck, that's bad.
Yeah.
So I saw a T-shirt on Redbubble, and it was the Eastbound and Down, where that dude's got the fucking glitter on his face. Looks like you blew
Stevie, that poor cunt. Shit on.
Fucking badly. Shit.
Change yourself from me.
He just takes his shirt off.
Fucking takes over that party.
Oh, fuck.
Hmm.
All right. Man, I wish I enjoyed this movie more. And I think of movies like Nick of Time, like fucking Speed.
Mm.
There's all these movies that have this exact same sort of man on a string kind of situation where he's got to work his way through, and they all play out a whole lot better.
Hmm.
The thing that for me this movie was missing the most was that the kind of the rhythm in which things were happening never allowed Liam Neeson's character to actually seem heroic at all.
No.
He just seemed like he was getting yeah, he looked like he was getting shit on the whole time. And the concept for this film is interesting. But in Speed, there was like these little successes. Them jumping over the fucking bridge. Them starting to get passengers off. Them realizing different things that made it so much more immersive. And this film didn't have that. So I was like, it was just missing. It felt like one-sided and things were just done to him, but he wasn't doing anything back. And there were so many opportunities for him to come out on top. But it just felt like they were missing that key element of actually making him successful sometimes.
Yeah,
I think
that's true.
if they had what's his face phone booth this shit, you know what I mean? And he was still getting instructions over the phone, but it was only him in the car and the phone booth, like the pictures and whatnot that he was getting, because he gets a picture, right? Of him in the cafe. If he was getting pictures of like crosshairs over his son and whatnot, and his daughter periodically to push him to do the stuff, and then there was like, you know, maybe a little jump or something like that. Just keep it a little more exciting. You know what I mean?
Fucking
and then the wife was the villain. Like that'd
had
do
it in
it.
from that chick from fucking Bicentennial Man.
That is that chick. I was like, trying to think. Millennium Man.
Fucking hell. Summer needed to kick Les up the arse and out of the house.
Sadly.
Yeah, that is a wrap on our review for Retribution. If any of this intrigued you and you like that sort of movie, go check it out at the cinemas. It's out in cinemas now. If not, it'll be out on VOD soon, which I think would be like the perfect movie to watch on like a fucking lazy Saturday or Sunday. You're just chilling out. There's nothing else to watch.
Not a Saturday,
chuck it
Sunday
on.
movie. This is the come home from work on a Friday. You just want to unwind, not think about anything. This is that movie.
I use Fridays for all my TV shows. You know what this would be fucking great at? The Sick movie. Oz is actually sick, and you laying at home on the couch, and Oz is like, can't do anything.
Yeah.
Fucking throw Retribution on.
Isn't you have a laugh? Make you feel better. You're having a laugh.
Fucking
busy having a laugh.
This This is the movie where you can have a few drinks by yourself and relax, and then you're at that point of like tipsiness where you can just like berate the fucking TV for the stupid decisions.
Mm.
Fucking oath.
This is the movie. This is the movie, honestly, that I would sort of sit and watch alone, because then I could talk.
Yeah.
I can talk to the TV. Sometimes those will just talk. It's like, what the
commentary?
fuck are you doing? Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking oath. That's all we got to do. The commentary track.
Yeah.
It's him. $10. It's him.
Yeah.
Pay up cut.
Yeah, everyone's got to put their bets in at the start, though.
Fucking oath. That's what they should do at the cinema to make it more immersive. Just
Mate.
a keypad and just like, who is the killer? And they just do.
Yeah, they should
Like
just
4 choices.
they should just screen the trailer beforehand, and you can only guess from the trailer who the killer
Mate.
is. We leave
Some
them
of the
simple.
fucking trailers give
Yeah.
away everything.
Lately. I don't know how to cut together a good trailer. I sent through that trailer for All American Murder or whatever it is. I still don't know what that fucking movie's about. But I saw a clip of Christopher Walken. This O's got this this lady held hostage in this shopping mall. Very reminiscent of Cobra, by the way. And Walken walks over with the O's wife. Basically starts talking shit like he boned the O's wife. You know what I mean? Just to get him mad enough because he found out that he was jealous of anyone that goes near his wife. Just to coax the O out for him, the O to rush him, and then for him to shoot the O in the leg.
Damn.
Jesus.
Wow. Some of the stuff that he was saying about that O's wife, very disrespectful.
This was presented in bad faiths.
He's saying that about that O's wife.
Just to find out that it was like 95% ad-libbed.
Do you reckon, was it worse or better than Bill Paxton in fucking True Lies in that car?
It was a lot worse. I sent you the clip. He says some wild stuff.
Fucking hell. Fuck, that's hilarious. All right. We are back on Sunday with all of our after show special shenanigans. Check us out then. Follow us on all social media, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, Twitter, Threads, YouTube. Give us a like and a follow, a subscribe, all that good shit. Keeps us getting into more spaces, get that content, bring it back to you. Thanks for watching. Love yourself. Love movies.
Vape more, smoke less, and wash your ass.